Hello, world.
Hello.
This is RhinoRocks, and I am Anjo, cool Anjo. Actually, this is the normie version of my character, who is a big fan of everybody out there, especially the AI creators and musicians. I like traditional as well. Right now, I am I have a set up for a friend of mine who recently he's a musician and lyricist, and he found out very suddenly that he has cancer. He had a motorcycle accident and had a lot of pain in his shoulder. Couldn't figure out why it wasn't getting better. Went in and found out it was cancer and it had spread to his lungs. So he has a GoFundMe, and I know right now a lot of people are struggling, being demonetized, dealing with the economy. So, how you can support him is a couple of ways. You can pray. If you're spiritual, you can pray. That will always help. You can give him moral support by visiting his channel, and which is he's at Apsu Black, and you can find that in the description below. And also, you can visit his GoFundMe if you want to just throw him $1 or $5, whatever. Everything will help because they just suddenly, I mean, all of a sudden found out they have cancer. He and his wife and his kids found out he has cancer all of a sudden, so he's not able, obviously, is not able to work, cannot get any kind of help from the state. And yeah, his wife's having to stop working. She's still working, but she has to take him to the hospital, stuff like that, because obviously he can't drive. He's on a bunch of meds and in pain. And yeah, so if you can help him, um, I'd really appreciate it. Again, do what you can do. And meantime, this is my very first time streaming. I'm a bit nervous. So that's why Rhino is my good luck charm. He's a pretty boy,
Yes,
so I thought
indeed.
I would bring him in here. But he's also a talented musician, and so we're just testing the stream out. That's what I'm doing to begin with, and hopefully, if you enjoy finding out about other creators, and I'll have a lot of different topics, but mostly I created this channel basically to shout out other creators, let people know what they're doing. I'm not really a react channel like Penny Penbloom or Abted Fatash or Gleeman or I'm trying to remember Pupper Fish Pat or who else? There's a lot. Who else? There's more.
There's so many of us.
But they're really important because they shout out the creators. So if I because I'm nervous forgot your name, you're very important. I am sorry about that, but like all the reactors, all the creators are very important, and what their music and their art, I feel, and this is why I'm a big fan of all of you. It's really important because life is hard, right? And what gets you through, what inspires you, what gives you ideas, what creates change in the world is, you know, people that write stories or make music, and especially music and art, I think, are really important. And this is why I'm a big fan of everybody. How I came across uh, all of you guys is I was watching a Flesh Tuber, like just a regular person talking, and that led to hearing a person doing a tribute to him using AI art, and I was like, "Whoa, uh, that's not like the usual slop that you see, right? This was like really good. The music was good, the art was good, it was original. You could tell that it had a lot of, well, it had an original story to it. It, it was just technically, it was really good too. It wasn't like the thing where you would see something like a story from Reddit and a person, slaps on an AI voice and gives the MC a name and then puts one image and then does it again and again and again 100 times. That's not what's going on. And so I was just like, wow, that's interesting. And then I saw Skybrow's video, A Million Amelias, And I was like, whoa! I love the memes. That was pretty funny. And just his art was amazing. And so I saw in the description, you know, um, some different people's names, right? But I didn't think too much of it. And then another one came out, and this time I saw in the side view, the algorithm recommended like Penny's channel, Penny Penbloom, and she does detailed reactions. Like she looks for all the details, and she had a bunch of what you call ats. It's like at so and so's name, and then that's how you can find them on YouTube. And so I just started collecting everybody like a kind of like a Pokemon. And I started visiting people's channels, and the more people that I visited, the more I was just like really wanting to support them. And so I would go and visit and give them watch hours and try and shout them out in my community notes. And then tried to actually make an avatar for my YouTube using the AI tools, and I found out it's not just like it's not as easy as just punching buttons. You have to kind of, it's a little more detailed than that, and I hope to show that with my channel.
It really is a skill. Like, it takes a little while to actually get okay at it, and then you have people like Noel who are just masters of their craft that'll make you the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in no time.
I mean, there's amazing people. I hope to show. I hope to show you all. I hope to shout out the people. I don't want to do a typical react, by the way. I want to do like maybe like a talk show or podcast type thing where I invite a creator onto the channel, like I'm doing right now with Rhino, and yeah, we can do a deep dive. Like I'm not doing a deep dive right now. I'm just doing um, a test stream right now. So introducing my channel a little bit, and I'm a little nervous. This is not scripted, so I'm sorry I'm rambling. But yeah, so anyway, I found out about you guys, and I wanted to learn more about what you're doing. And I found out this is an amazing community, but I want to reach out to outside of the community as well. So if you're somebody that's not familiar with this and you just happen to randomly come to my channel, welcome. And I I invite discussion. If you're a traditional artist, I also like traditional art as well. And I understand that there's some concerns about AI art, but I also really think it can be something that can be useful to. It's going to be, I think, the new wave. It's just like digital art to me. Um, and I hope I can showcase that by having discussions with people who create, and not just show their creation, but the process that they've done and why they've done it. And it's a lot more than pushing buttons. There's post production. A lot of the times you have to come up. A lot of people come up with their own, like for musicians like Rhino, they come up with their own lyrics. So this is not like, oh, make the AI make the lyrics. That's not what's going on. They come up with their own lyrics. So, actually, Rhino, you want to talk a little bit about that, because we're going to talk about your video right here that you just dropped. Do you want to talk about how you went about making it and like why you made it and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I do is generally very heavy. I do a lot of internet depression type stuff, things that deal with parts of online culture that are generally not talked about, such as people that you talk to for 10 years and then they suddenly disappear, things that you never hear about them. But I also like to make a meme every once in a while. And for some reason, I had the word necrodancer stuck in my head, and I just pictured someone breakdancing with skeletons, and I just ran with it. I generally write my own lyrics. It takes me anywhere from 2.5 hours to 3 or 4 days to write a song, depending on what it is. I wrote one that I was publishing today, which is for an upcoming special that I'll be doing as a thank you for having 100 subscribers. And
Congratulations.
thank you. Um, while that one didn't take me forever to write, I tried to include as many people as I could and make it flow. So it took me about a day to write it. And then to get the music right, because of something interesting and kind of unique that I was trying to do with it, it probably took me close to 50 gens to actually get it to sound the way I wanted to.
So like what how do you choose like you come up with a concept, you write the lyrics, right? How do you what what technical apps or whatever do you use, and then like how do you decide what style to put in, and like explain about the process, because like it's more than just saying okay I got the lyrics and now AI make the music, right? You actually literally have to pick the style, you have to make the structure so that the machine knows where to put what notes, etc., right?
That's correct. Generally, you would write a song in the standard way, and then in addition to it, once it's finished, for example, if I was doing a dark wave song, which is one of the styles that I'm really familiar with, EDM, techno, things like that. Once I have the lyrics written out, there are a couple of different ways you could do it. You can plot out the pacing individually of how many seconds you want, when you want certain instruments to come out. And it's still new technology, so your mileage may vary. Um, it might take you several gens to get it the way you want, or you could be just the type to kind of wing it. Generally, I will put the style and genre in specifically, and then I will select certain instruments as a positive that I absolutely want. You'll notice if you listen to my music, a lot of my music, even out of genre, will have a heartbeat drum, which is one of my favorite instruments. And everybody's heard it before, but very few people know it and recognize it when they hear it. But I like the texture that it gives to the music, so I try to include it in as much stuff as I can just because of the feel it gives the music. So I'll make sure that's put in there. And then you can also set a mood in your style. You could set it as basically the atmosphere that you're trying to create, or specify specific emotions that you want the music to try and bring out. So you could use terms like moody, rainy day, um, soft atmosphere, uh, fog static. In my glitch core stuff, you'll notice that my glitches vary wildly, and that's through that specification. I'll specify the types of glitches that I want very specifically, which sounds weird that you're specifying a glitch sound, but some are too hard, some are too soft, some I have even the glitches themselves reverbed. There's a thing called acid vocals that you can do, which if you listen to Pulse in the Wire, there's a particularly hard glitch at the end of the verse that sounds like somebody just drank hot soda as they're speaking the line. And
Okay.
acid vocals is how you get that. So the more you know, the better off you are. But the beautiful thing about it is someone with no musical experience like myself can come in and learn these terms slowly and develop into something that's at least somewhat decent, or good
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Yeah, and what I noticed myself by like trying to understand you guys, and then trying to use some of these things, I found out it's not just like it's not like you just write the lyrics and you put it in and you pick the instruments and you have to know the timing. There's things that you have to work around, like for example if you want to do a male female duet, you might have to do first the female and then the male and then put mesh them together, and you have to do post production editing. Um, so when people say it's not like it's just the AI doing everything, what I'm learning, especially from other musicians that are actually studio musicians, they're actually traditional musicians. What they'll do is they'll take and they'll use the AI, and then they'll take it out, and then they'll do like post production. And so to me also, and I don't know if sounds right to you, but to me it's kind of like one of those what synthesizer kind of things where you know okay, like the synthesizer, you can press a piano thingy and it'll sound like a piano, but it's not actually a piano, you know what I'm saying? Or you can press another key and it'll sound like a guitar, but it's not really the guitar. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know if
that
I'm
makes
using
total sense.
I don't know if I'm using the right word. Isn't a
A
synthesizer?
synthesizer is a form of electric keyboard. You're right, honey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and but there's other things that make that people use that make in studios that they use that can make all sorts of different sounds, right? So to me, kind of in this case, I'm referring to Suno. You can do that. It seems similar to me, and then it's not just like okay, you're done after you do that, because a lot of people then take it and they have to cut things together. They have to then add the cover art. It's it's not like you're just pressing a button and boom, it's done. I mean, it could be, but then that is what I would call the slop. And I guess that there are companies. We were talking about this earlier. Remember, there are companies that do that. They mess around with like putting out just hundreds of stuff on Spotify. Um, and so, well, I'll get into that in another stream, but that's not what is going on with a lot of the people that I'm dealing with. Um, they are literally putting in a lot of time and effort to make something decent, and that goes along. Like we're talking about music right now, but that also goes toward like videos. So anyway, so do you want to tell everybody about this particular song?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of heavy stuff lately, and sometimes I want to break it up a little bit and just kind of mix it up and do something memey. So I, for whatever reason, had the word necrodancer stuck in my head, and I was like, that's going to haunt me until I do something with it. So I came up with a very memey electro swing song called I'm the Necrodancer, about a
Okay.
guy who raises the dead by dancing,
Oh dear.
who breaks it
Okay.
down.
At least it's not clowns. I hate clowns.
I
Just so
wouldn't tell
you
you.
know, I really hate clowns. They scare me. I know that there's some good clowns, but yeah, in general, they scare me. That's why I have my little spider. It protects me from the clowns. And as you get to know
Someone
me,
has
you'll
to.
understand that. Oh, by the way, so about my character that you're looking at right now, it always has a little red bird, and that's Ohio Birdman. He's an actual YouTuber, and you see like a little dinosaur. That's Gojirazard, and he's another YouTuber. And OSF is Ogted Special Forces, and that's for Ogted Fatash. That's her. She's on Discord, and she's a React channel. I also have a little pin for Gaming Syndicate, who helped me make my little character and who's like such a sweetheart. And I highly recommend if you watch him. He does a lot of stuff like gaming reacts and talks about things that are going on in South Africa. And he's very nice. He helps a lot of people in the community. And then I have a sunflower to represent myself, and then I have a Solaris little gold star thingy and a not Julie, and this is an inside joke between me and a very talented musician and videographer named uh, Julie Lacroix. And I don't know, Julie Lacroix or Julie Lacroix?
It's spelled LaCroix. It's pronounced LaCroix.
Yeah, Lacroix. That's what I thought. So
Very
because
French.
it's a very French person that is playing that character, and they're also very helpful to me. So this is my merch. I have a whole bunch of merch that I collect, and some of it you can see in this setting. Like there is a stained glass, um, not a window, but it's a stained glass art that has Apsu and his wife Palagara, and that was made by Taro. And wait, Rhino, what's Taro's full name?
I want to say it's Taro Dravenox.
Yeah, and he's got a really cool character as well. And so there's a
He makes
little,
great music also.
yeah, and there's like you can see in the foreground here on the couch. It's a giant version of the little stuffed plushies that Rhino helped make or design. They're really cute. One day I hope we can make real ones. So this is kind of like the little pretend merchandise that my character collects because she's a huge fan of everybody. And so, okay, so enough of that. Like, okay, so I'm gonna play your music. By the way, did you want me to play the whole thing or just part of it?
You can play the whole thing. I have
Okay,
no problem with
tell
that.
me when you want me to stop. If you should we listen to it all the way through, or do you want to like stop? I don't know what the rules are. Do I have to stop every few minutes for some
No, you
reason?
have my full permission to play it.
Oh,
So you can watch the whole thing, and then I'll answer questions afterwards. How's
okay.
that sound, hon?
Okay, sounds good. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Technicalities. Here we go.
When the bass drops, the grave pops. Midnight cloak and a skull top cane, moonlight dripping like acid rain. Walked in slow to the cemetery gate, whole damn town yelling, seal his fate. But I don't cast spells with a magic wand. I moonwalk hard and the dead respawn. 1-2 step and the dirt caves in. Every corpse in the crypt starts breaking skin. Finger guns make the coffin shake. Kick drum hit makes the headstones break. Grave digger cry, man, this ain't right. Too late, buddy, it's Friday night. Left foot slide and the bones all rise. Glow stick flames in the empty eyes. Everybody dead, getting back up fast. Full graveyard turning up at last. I'm the necro dancer. Dead men throw their hands up. Necro dancer. Raise the roof and the ancestors. Spin so hard, make the tombs collapse. Zombies scream and run that back. When I hit that deadly prance, I make the graveyard dance. Casket speakers blowing black and smoke. Skeleton band and the amps all broke. Crowd of ghouls in the catacombs doing breakdance spins on ancient bones. Banshee choir in a minor key. Vampires form in a mosh pit ring. Every saint in the church looking horrified, cause grandma just crowd surf by. I hit a split and the lich woke up, did a two-step. These beats don't rock. DJ played with the rotten groove. Even lost souls got something to prove. Snap my fingers, hear the death bell sing. Cadaver sway to the tambourine. No heartbeat, but they still no trance. Welcome to the dead man's dance. I'm the necro dancer. Dead men throw their hands up. Necro dancer. Raise the roof and the ancestors. Spin so hard, make the tombs collapse. Zombies scream and run that back. When I hit that deadly prance, I make the graveyard dance. Toe tag swinging side to side. Phantoms in ultraviolet light. Ash to ash and dust to base. Everybody moving from beyond the grave. The Reaper tried to stop my show. Now he's doing disco in the front row. I'm the necro dancer. King of the undead anthem. Necro dancer. Turning funerals to bangers. Hands up high for the afterlife. Everybody buried comes alive when the final coffin cracks. You know that I am back. And if you hear music coming from the cemetery at night, don't worry. They're just dying to dance.
Okay, that was awesome. That was really fun. I wanted to like interrupt us a couple times and just say I love the beat and everything. So
I'm glad you
that
liked
was
it.
amazing. What did you say? I didn't
Okay.
hear.
Oh, sorry. I just said I'm glad you liked it.
Oh yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Okay, so as you can see, Ted is saying subscribe. So I would love it if you did subscribe to both Opsu, Ted, Fatash, and Rhino. Rhino, can you tell them what your at is?
Yes, I am at RhinoRocks 88.
Okay, and I will put that, by the way, in the description. All right, that will be a wrap. Wait. Did you want to say anything more? We were going to go over stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, what should
I
I?
was going to answer any questions you had about how it's made. The one thing I did want to bring up is because I figured if you were going to have a question, the genre would
Yes.
probably be the biggest one.
Yes.
It's
I was kind of
electro swing with horror EDM and new metal vocals.
Okay, okay. And then I actually was wondering, on your channel, do you have the lyrics?
Sometimes I do remember to put them in the description, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times I forget.
Okay.
I will remember this time, and after this, I will go put them in the description.
Okay. Yeah, because I love to look at the lyrics. Like, for some reason, that's like, I like the sound a lot, but I also love to like digest things. So I'll listen to this now, and then what I'll do is I'll go and I'll look at your lyrics, and I'll listen to it again after like actually reading the lyrics more carefully. Do you know what I'm saying? So I like to like listen to things a couple of times, and uh, and then I do a shout out usually in the community notes, which I will do, by the way, for this again. Um,
Which I
I
always appreciate.
Oh, thank you. I am not like super good at picking things apart, like Depths Walker or Gleeman or um, Penny. Or like, or Obtesh and stuff. Like, they're the true reactors. I'm just a normal fan. So I was enjoying, like, all I can say is I was enjoying the beat. I do need to like see the lyrics a little bit so I can see more about it's all about this guy that's dancing with dead people, right? It's just a fun song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not deep. It's not like which I do have some stuff that is like very deep and very, tear to your eye type
Hmm.
stuff. This
Actually,
was not intended to be that.
yeah, actually, who was it? Raylan. I think it was Raylan. I'm not, was it Raylan? Somebody, sorry guys, I'm thinking out loud. Who was it that helped you put together, like, you had a girl part and a guy part? I'm pretty sure it was Raylan.
Yeah, that was Raylan who helped me with that one because for the life of me, I just could not get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then Raylan was like, "Dude, just make it two separate songs and stitch them together." And I was like, "That's brilliant. Thank you."
Yeah. What was that song called? Because like I heard it earlier and I thought it was really really good.
Oh, that was. It's on the tip of my tongue. I put out so much that that was the static between us.
Ooh. Okay, that's actually a really good one too, and it kind of shows like your versatility. We could like take a look at that if you wanted to.
I'm open to it. It's whatever you want, hun. It's your channel.
Well, I mean, my channel exists to kind of help you guys out. I want the world to find out about you guys, so that's the whole reason it exists. All right, bear with me, guys. I have to figure out how to do this. Hold on. So Rhino, because you're helping me, right?
Hmm.
So
Yep.
I just go back into the YouTube and find on your
Yep.
channel and find that
Yes,
song,
ma'am.
right? Okay. Hold on.
That's it.
Give me just a sec.
And don't worry, I'll take out anything goofy in post.
Just
I'm
let
more than
me
happy to help
know.
you.
Just let me know how this looks to you. Like, if suddenly it looks weird, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now I just have to go down here. And let's see here. I like the electro swing, by the way. I wish I
Yeah.
was more. I wish I could give the audience more feedback, but like, I'm more interested in just letting them know about you. And we already kind of talked about the all the technical stuff that you had to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't think we
No,
need to.
listen. But you're doing fine, honey.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
ask any questions you have. Make the comments don't have to be like deep technical questions. It could be notes. It could just be your thoughts, how it makes you feel. If you go up a little
I
bit,
just wanted to dance. That's all.
yeah. If you click on videos under my picture,
Oh
it'll
yeah,
bring up all of the videos. There you go.
I'm a tad nervous right now.
I don't know why, but I've been on a tear. Like these last couple videos,
Uh huh.
like up to the Iron Mouse one,
Yeah.
have all been excellent.
This
And
one.
yeah, lyrical absence is animating Pulse in the Wire. He heard that and he's like, dude, you have to let me.
This one right here. Do you want to
Yeah,
listen to this one?
it's up to you, honey. You can listen to whatever you want. It's your channel.
Well, it's give and take. I'm actually like, inviting you on to see like pick your brains. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
You want to show people this one,
Yeah.
or do you want, or
That
did you
yeah,
want the other one? I'm trying to find it.
it,
Where? Oh, this
it's got
is
to be something
Knowles.
you.
That was a good one. This one's naughty, naughty.
I would never.
Yes, you would. Oh, and this one here. Can they see this? This one here is
Yes,
Julie
of course.
LaCroix. Yeah, this is Julie. She's very talented. And this is my other character that is oftentimes people know, and her name is Cool, because she's the cool self. I can't find the one that you're telling that.
It's right there on
Oh,
the bottom
here it
right.
is. Here it is. I found it. Here it is. Yeah. So Raylan helped you make this one. So, or gave you the idea of how to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was struggling getting it to work for the duets.
So before we listen to it, well, I could ask afterwards. Let's go ahead and listen to it, and then I'll ask afterwards. I've learned something now, and that is I should wait till after to ask the questions.
Mhm. And think of the questions while you're listening.
Well, but the problem is while I'm listening, I'm so immersed in what it is that
I
kind of when
know.
I'm done, I like now I don't remember. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I can kind of understand why some of the reactors stop and pause, because you get the idea while you're listening, right? You want to say it before you forget. But let's just go ahead and listen to this, okay? And ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Full screen too.
Is it full screen? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Can you hear everything okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't
Okay, cool.
remember when it started. Just felt you slipping through. Like I'm talking to a version that don't recognize me anymore. You sit right there beside me, but it feels like miles away. I keep searching for the moment where I lost you in the gray. You say nothing's really changed, but I can feel it in your tone. Like I'm standing in a house that doesn't feel like home. It's louder when you leave, even when you're staying. Every silence screams everything you're not saying. I try to be enough, but I keep falling short. You don't slam the door, you just aren't here anymore. It's louder when you leave. It's louder when you leave. I replay every sentence, try to find where I went wrong. Was I too much, not enough? Did I hold on too long? You say it's not that simple, but that don't help me breathe. If it's not something I can fix, then what's left of me? You look at me like I'm still me, but not the one you need. And I don't know how to be someone I can't see. It's louder when you leave. Even in the quiet, every little thing feels like a riot. I try to close the gap, but you keep drifting out. I'm screaming in my head, but I don't make a sound. It's louder when you leave. If I could have been better, would you still be here? If I said the right words, would you still be near? Or was I just holding something already gone? Trying to fix a feeling that stopped holding on. You say it's quiet it's quieter now.
I don't remember when it started. Maybe somewhere in the fall. You were talking from the doorway. I was staring at the wall. Not ignoring, just not reaching. Like a signal going thin. Every word you tried to hand me never really made it in. You kept asking what was wrong. I kept saying nothing's changed, but something slipped between us, and it never found its place. It's quieter now, and I don't fight it. No waves, no sound, just low and silent. You call my name, it barely moves me. I'm still right here, but you don't feel me. It's quieter now. We still sit in the same places, same routine, same TV glow. You still reach across the distance, but I don't know where to go. It's not anger, it's not hatred, it's not something I can blame. It's like watching us in third person and forgetting how we came. I wish I had a reason, something clean that I could say, but the truth is just a feeling that keeps drifting me away. It's quieter now, and I don't fight it. No sharp edges, no more lightning. You try to fix what I can't name, and I just watch you take the blame. It's quieter now. You think it's something you did, but it's not that simple. It's not that clean. Somewhere between who I was and who I'm becoming, you got lost in between. I'm not leaving, but I'm not staying the same, and I don't know if that feels the same. It's quieter now.
Okay,
Okay.
so let me pause that really quick. So, first of all, visually, when I'm looking at it, it says static between us, and it's got this little static kind of thing. I don't know what you call it, a glitch thing, right?
Mhm.
But I
Yeah, like
noticed
a
like,
glitch effect.
yeah, but I noticed that like they're chained together at the same time. So, and then I noticed that, well, I like both of the characters. They're very attractive. But it made me wonder, like the male character, right? Is that based on anybody that you know? Is it based on you or just a fictional character?
Oh, yeah, that's 100% me in my 20s.
Okay. So this is the girl somebody you knew or just fictional?
Yes, this. To be fair, while I don't get into specifics very much,
Yeah, and don't
most
talk
of
about
my
anything
more
personal if you don't want to, by the way.
no, it's perfectly fine, hon.
Mm.
Most of my more mellow stuff, if not based on anything specific, it's definitely based on feelings you had. Like the whole basis of this song is the moments right before the big breakup. You know what I mean? When everyone knows something's wrong, but nobody's willing to address it.
Right? Yeah, and
So,
I love the male vocal because you can feel like it's like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I feel this distance, and I've tried. I don't know what to do. Like, and you can just feel like the heartbreak, the sadness. Um, yeah, just all the emotional, that the male is feeling because he's trying and he's not feeling. It's like even though he's trying, it's just like she's getting further and further away, and he's so sad, like it's heartbreaking. Is
Yeah, it's really two people who
mhm
can both see there's a problem right in front of them, but neither one is really wired in a way that can address it.
mhm Yeah, it's interesting, like the way she's yeah, just the lyrics on this one. I actually really really like this. This is one that the sound of it is also something. Well, I like the sad songs because I like the ones I made are sad, right? But
Hmm.
there's something about like sad songs, right, that are beautiful to me. Anyway, maybe I'm weird. Sorry, I have a
It's not
cold, so
you.
I'm coughing. But
No, you're perfectly
no, no,
fine.
I just I don't know. It's kind of like the idea of flowers, right? They're beautiful, but they don't last, right? And in a way that's sad, but that makes them even more precious, right? So a lot of times, what people are talking about when they're sad, it's about that kind of things that could have been or would have been, or and then they were lost, that kind of thing. So,
I think a big selling point of really sad music, and this is just my personal take, two people can look at the same thing and read it different ways, but
true, true.
to me, the sad music is genuinely way more honest than
Yes.
like any other kind of music. Like uh really sad lo-fi hip hop and things of that nature. They just come from a place of honesty because you can't write being bummed out if you just can't relive that. The happiest person in the world could never write a sad song, but
You
the
think?
saddest person in the world could never write a happy song because it's just not honest enough. It's just people will call you out as like, "Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. It doesn't sound right."
Oh. I mean, okay, so a happy person can't do sad, and a sad
Mhm.
person can't do happy,
They can, but
but
it
it
just
wouldn't
it
be.
won't read correctly because they're
Mhm.
writing about something they don't know about. It would be like me being an idiot on the internet pretending to be a scientist. I can use all the big words in the world, but anyone who knows what they're talking about will look at it and be like, "This guy doesn't know anything."
Right, right. Well, even if, well, and then I like to try and be fair. Like, you might not be as skilled as some scientists, but you might be a baby scientist, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just people who are like right there in that experience
Hmm.
will get more out of it. Is
That's
I
true.
guess is what I'm trying to say.
That's true. About like the sad not being able to do happy. The only reason I'm like questioning you about that is I was thinking about Robin Williams. He was very sad, but he was really funny, right? And
Yeah, but that wasn't him being happy. He made people happy.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
yeah. But like,
But
do you
even in
think
his
people who are sad can write happy songs because they want to make people happy so that they're not sad like them?
potentially,
Yeah.
but I think it's more of just the expression that they choose to work through it
Oh yeah, like
will make
so it
people
wouldn't
happy
be.
in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because anyone looking at Robin Williams at the time could see that there was something there,
Uh huh.
which for most comedians it's true. And it's the same thing with songwriters, musicians,
Mm-hmm.
really any creative activity.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, it's a funny way to look at it, but you kind of have to be not right in the head
Oh
to be
no,
really good at it.
Rhino. Does that mean you're crazy?
Oh, born and raised. But
Just teasing.
you
I'm
do
just
have to
teasing.
have like a breadth of, like emotional experience, life experience, things like that to really succeed. You can have the technical skill,
Mhm.
but if you can't relate to people or make something that people will relate to,
Mhm.
it's just never going to reach to nobody. And that's what you want to do. You want to touch somebody.
Yeah.
You want to hit people where they live.
I think that's it. That's why when I'm listening to this song, yeah, I think you're right. I think that like if say like you haven't experienced this particular type of thing, you might not jive with it. You'll just say,
Yeah.
oh, sad song, but like you're not necessarily you're you you're not gonna maybe you can understand it logically, but not emotionally, and so it won't really do much for you, right? Whereas if you have experienced something like this, it can really hit hard, and even though it might bring back some sad memories, it's kind of cathartic is what I want to say. In that, does that make sense? It's like why do people listen to sad songs? Do they want to be sad, or it's because that they relate to the sadness and it helps them process the feelings or something like that,
Oh,
right?
it's definitely that. At least for me. I mean, this is basically musical therapy for me, you know. I put something down on paper that I've experienced, and I just kind of go through those motions, and I, in the metaphorical sense, you pour it out,
Uh huh.
and
Uh huh.
then you're left with a mess with a bunch of scribbles, and then you turn it into something usable.
Are you ever afraid of like when you're writing lyrics or you're making music that you might open up and share like deep parts of yourself and then people would trample on that? Like, how do you handle that?
Oh, that's 100% a risk. I mean, it's usually not so much because of who we associate with. The risk isn't so much that. It's just people coming in and going AI art frowny face. But there is always the chance that I'll write something personal, which a lot of my stuff is, and then they'll come in and just dog on it. But
Yeah, they'll just
you
think
just got to
it's,
take it with a grain of salt.
yeah, they won't think it's legitimately real, like the lyrics, or, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, like, speaking of technicalities, we were talking about how, you know, you take great care to figure out, well, what style of music, and like you were talking about, like, you could go through several gens. So for people who don't know, you can get a free version and you get X amount of times that you can try and do something, but you can easily run out of those times. You can get the paid
Yes.
version, which then you have commercial rights to use the music. um, I'm not sure, Rhino. Do you know if like Suno then pays anybody, like when they get money and they give you the commercial rights? I'm just wondering, like, if they pay other artists or something like that. I'll have to look.
No, they use that money
Mhm.
to pay off their like server costs and things like that,
Okay.
which this was also made on the free version of Suno.
Oh, it
This is
was.
not
Okay.
this is not the paid version. All
Okay.
my stuff up to, I believe, the Iron Mouse song was the free version. I think
Okay.
the Iron Mouse or the Asmongold was my first paid version song. So, I
Okay.
mean, with
So
time and a little bit of effort, you can come out with some, even I wouldn't call it perfect, but this is somewhat okay. It's more about the message than the music, but
yeah, well, sometimes that's true. Sometimes you listen to a song and it's the words that hit you. Other times it's like it might have crazy lyrics, like "Who let the dogs out,"
hmm
but like it has a catchy beat, right? Um,
yeah.
so
And
yeah, I mean,
that's the difference.
people vibe you know, for different reasons for different things, right? Um,
Yeah.
and
Who Let the Dogs Out isn't going to change anyone's life,
my
you
mom
know,
used to like listening to that all the time.
but you could 100% listen to like an old Reba McEntire song
Okay.
and just sit there going, damn, okay, I hear what you're saying.
Mhm.
They're they're equally like on par as music,
Mhm.
but one will reach out and touch somebody and the other one is just good to listen to. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. One is like for fun, has a good beat. You might, or maybe it's something you would put it in the background while you're like studying or something like that, or cooking or doing your chores or whatever, or like running, right? Like I know some
It
good.
is funny.
What's that?
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
No, no, I wanted to hear what you said.
I was just going to say, it is funny because every time I do a song like this, I have at least one person, and it's usually Gleeman, reach out to me and go, are you doing okay? Do you need to talk?
Aw, Gleeman, you're
At
so
least one person.
nice. Aw. That's the cool thing about our community too. For anybody that's coming here and visiting that's not part of the community that I'm talking about, it's in particular. How would we describe the community? Is it just
Uh,
Skybrowse? Because it's more than that.
no, it's definitely more than that. We are a community of people who, on top of just being AI generators, which we do both for art and memes,
Mhm.
we have actual musicians, we have studio producers, we have real life artists, we have
Mhm.
sketch artists. We have a little bit of everyone, and
Mhm.
we accept pretty much anyone
Mhm.
who intends to be artistic.
Mhm.
As long as you're okay with other people using AI, you're welcome. I mean,
Mhm.
I
And
don't think we've ever turned anyone down unless
yeah,
they've like actively like hated on someone else for their choice of medium.
yeah, I think in my case, I'm vastly curious and I like all arts. So whether it's traditional, digital, or AI, I like all arts. It's just kind of like VTubers. There's flush tubers, and there's VTubers, and then there's AI. I guess there's AIs like Neurosama, right?
Mhm.
And I think that there's a place for everybody. I do think that things have to kind of be worked out so that and I think it will be. I think it's whenever you have something new, there's always kind of a little bit of chaos. It's just my opinion, right? And I could be wrong. So if you're somebody and you want to address that and talk with me respectfully, I enjoy doing that. So go ahead and leave me a community post if you would like to, because that's a good way to reach me. And of course, if you want to talk to a bunch of creators and reactors, you can always go to Avtesh Fatasha's Discord. Uh, there's this, or you can go to the Skybros Discord, but you're gonna have to be respectful, right? We don't want really mean people coming. But yeah, uh, what I love about this particular community is I'm not even an artist per se. I just found you guys, and it was like you guys are really magical, and like I love the sense of community. There's this idea, if you're watching, there's this idea that you've joined like a little campfire, and it started out with Skybros kind of like reaching out and trying to help other creators by putting them in his really amazing art in his videos, and by doing that, it gave a little kind of showcase to these people, and then those people do the same thing. So you just kind of pay it forward, kind of thing. And but so like they call that a campfire, and so the little communities that have been built in order to kind of be creative and share and support each other, that's a campfire. And so I love that about this community. And even though I'm not exactly a creator, um, it's an interesting thing because now I've gone from like just being a huge fan, and I'm still a huge fan, but like to in order to understand you guys, I've actually tried to do some of the things that you're doing, and I'm finding out I have even more respect for you guys. I'm even in more awe of you guys because then I find out, wow, it's not that easy. Like you actually need to know things like camera angles and terms like foreshortening and perspective and all of that. You really need to know this stuff, and like musical stuff. Like what is maybe I don't know, but like Null was talking about this. It was like AABBCC. Like it's a way that the lyrics are put together.
Yeah, he's talking about specific rhyme schemes. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it.
Uh huh.
And honestly, funnily enough, the easiest way to learn it,
Mhm.
if you have no idea,
Yeah.
is to just ask Rock what are some common and popular rhyme schemes,
Oh
or,
yeah.
whatever genre. And it doesn't have to be for AI music. If you're interested in picking up a guitar,
Mhm.
you could learn what popular rhyme schemes are for writing your own music.
Mhm.
Um, One of my personal ones is you'll hear a lot in my music is ABCB, which is
ABCD.
a
Okay.
line,
Mhm.
a second line,
Mhm.
a third line which doesn't rhyme, and then the fourth line rhymes with the second.
Oh.
So, and
Okay.
my lyrics do tend to run longer than most. It's one of the reasons that while everyone says, "Oh, the attention spans, your songs are too long,"
Mhm.
I like that good like 3 to 5 minutes, up
Hmm.
into 7 minutes sometimes, depending, like for power metal and things like that, where you
Hmm.
actually have time to really get your message across.
I like it too, and like, but I found out a secret. And you probably already know that, and that is like on the free Suno, you don't want to go past 8 because otherwise your song just gets cut off.
Uh, Potentially, I don't think I've ran into that, but I haven't done anything past 8 minutes.
Hmm. So
And
the song that you were trying to talk to me about, um, where we were trying to do a call and response, yeah, that went past the 7:59 mark, and it cut off the
mhm.
ending. It almost made it to the ending, but it cut off the ending.
Oh,
So
so that's what happened.
yeah, so I'm trying to fix that one, and we'll talk about that later. But like, for this song here, I really loved it. I like the vocals, first of all, for the male a lot, and I love. So it's kind of a contrast, right? Because he's very
Yes.
angsty and emotional, and she's more like subdued, and like she's also emotional, but in a subdued way.
That was intentional, and I did that with the music style.
Mhm.
His music,
Mhm.
both of these guys were very much like light indie rock for the most part,
Okay. Oh, I
but
really liked it.
I made sure that he had the emo Midwestern vocal style,
Okay.
while she had a very traditional indie pop vocal style.
Dude, I all I know is I really liked both styles, and putting them together was like kind of really cool.
I also The other thing is that you'll notice if you listen, neither of their vocals fit the music for what it is, and that was also intentional to try and give it that, like, strained, awkward feeling.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you
Okay,
listen to the
yeah.
music and the pacing, they're both slightly, like, off key. She's very, like, breathy and just almost tired sounding,
Okay.
and he sounds almost, like, aloof and confused throughout the whole song.
Yeah, I felt so sorry for him. I really did. I'm like, oh, the poor guy. No.
And
Somehow
you'll
somebody
learn
saved them.
you'll learn that sometimes making, like, the perfect song that everything fits together neatly isn't what you're going for. I mean, the whole point of this song was to be uncomfortable.
Okay, okay, yeah. I just felt really bad for the guy, and then when I was I was like, oh, that woman's so mean, right? And then when I was listening to her part, I'm like, well, she's kind of in a situation too.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
It's two people looking at the same problem from wildly different perspectives.
Yeah, I
He
felt
just
sorry
wants
for
to
them.
find an answer that works, and she is essentially trying to pretend it's not there.
Yeah, just like yeah.
The typical woman answer of "I'm fine."
I mean, not all women, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah. No, I
Basically
mean,
just brushing the problem off.
yeah, just like yeah, don't want to deal with it because oh yeah. And then what happens is what will happen to them is that they just keep going until there's really nothing, and then it makes it even worse when they break up.
I should do a
Is
follow-up
it
to this
worse?
song.
Wait. Is was it worse, or was it by the time that? Because it could also go the other way, right? You just hold on until there's just
Mhm.
really nothing, and then by the time you do let go, it's kind of a relief. That could happen too.
Sometimes I take a very different perspective on that.
Uh
I
huh.
think that love is a choice that you wake up every day and make.
Oh, that's so romantic.
I mean, it sounds goofy, but
It
it
makes
really is
sense. No, it makes sense.
because, when you first get together, everything's all, kisses and smiles, but eventually you get used to each other and
Yeah, that's true.
that like wildfire fades. So you wake up, you roll over, you see the same person every day, and you just look at them and go, I'm gonna love you today too.
So it's actually love to you is an actual choice. It's not necessarily an emotion, right?
Uh, yes, I don't talk about this much, and I always joke with my daughter
Mm-hmm.
because I tease her and I'd say, "Well, I can say what I want. I'm a member of the LGBT because in technicality, I'm aromantic."
Oh.
It's
Oh, you
kind of me
caught me off
memeing on
guard.
her. Yeah, because I don't talk about that very often, but it is true. Like the lovey-dovey butterflies and all that, I don't
Hmm.
really get that. That's not a me thing. To me, it's I wake up, I choose to love you, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
You know, I heard something kind of similar. This has nothing to do, guys, with music or art, but kind of maybe because love is a big topic of art, right? And music.
Hmm.
But I heard this idea, and I think it was a Buddhist idea, but I don't know. Maybe it's a just in general idea. If you think about it, every day when you wake up and you make that promise, you're making it to the same person, but you're not. Because think about it, the day before that person went through a bunch of stuff, they're not exactly the same person the next day. Like, they've
Yeah,
grown or they've changed in some way. So kind of like, yeah, it's an active, it's a job to stay together, really. Because you have to continually learn about, like, I think the best lovers are those who can love the same person and realize that they're loving a different person every day. But it's the same body, but it's like a different person.
it's probably a red flag if I'm being honest, but I can genuinely say I don't think I've ever broken up with someone.
Why would that be a red flag, though?
I have no idea, but like thinking about it,
Hmm.
it's just because that even like when I was younger, it's just always been my mentality. It's like I'm a very much a this is fine. I will choose to love you. I got myself into this, and no matter what hell you bring, or goodness, but
Uh-huh.
I'm s- I decided I'm here and I'm going to stick with you through it.
Yeah, but like, isn't there ever a time like where that might not be a great idea? Like, I don't know. I'm torn about that because like I definitely don't believe in just throwing away the towel, And there's been definite stories I've read where a couple get married and something goes wrong, horribly wrong, right? And most people would feel like it's just easier to get a divorce, right? But for whatever reason, the two people don't get a divorce. They stick through it, and a miracle happens, and like the guy stops drinking or whatever, right? And but there's other times where people try to be loyal, and they end up dead, you know. So
Yeah.
like there's a time to be loyal, but there's a time where like maybe it's not safe to be with somebody, right?
Oh, 100%. I'm not saying that you need to stick around for any type of abuse or anything like that.
Yeah.
But for your like broad standard relationship, it
Uh-huh.
it just seems like most relationships end nowadays
Uh-huh.
because of boredom. And
True.
it's like, well, the only
Uh,
thing that's boring about your relationship is you. If you're bored, do something different with
mm.
that person.
Like maybe make art or music together.
Write them a love song. Might
Yeah.
might change their tune. It don't have to be
Exactly.
good.
Exactly. But wait a second. So saying that, let's look at something. Hold on a second. Let's look at one more of your things, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
I think 3 is a pretty good showcase.
Yeah, yeah, well, we can stop anytime you want. I just kind of want to give people a real good flavor of,
If
you
you
know,
click the videos tab, it'll show them in the order that they were put in. And my newer stuff is definitely the higher of quality.
like this, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you had mentioned the Iron Mouse thing. What was that about?
Iron Mouse is a really popular streamer, and every now and then I like to do a showcase song where I just talk about someone
Uh-huh.
who is either cool. The first one I did, besides, actually, I think the first one I did was you.
Me?
Um, yes, with Enjo Enjo.
Wait, where's...
But
I'm not showing
that's
that one.
that's okay. But it was just like a little show of appreciation, like because I
Aw.
thought you were cool, you were new,
Aw,
and
thank
you and me
you.
became friends pretty quickly.
I
Like,
don't even know where it's at. Is it? It's probably way down here, huh?
oh, it's way down there.
Yeah. What? Oh, Nuxanor? Hey, Mad
Don't play
Hatter.
that.
Oh.
You don't want to play the Nuxanor one. It's called He Said It for a Reason.
Oh, no, no, no.
There it
Oh,
is. Yeah,
this one I
it was like
remember
my
seeing this one. And we were just talking
that
about
was a
love.
song.
What is
Yeah,
this one?
it was a song for Gleeman. That's actually a
Oh.
Catholic song.
Oh. Beautiful. I
I
did hear it and it
I
was so beautiful.
Yeah, I experiment with a lot of different music sounds. Yeah, yours was the fourth song I did.
Here's the Darkness Falls, and there's the
Mm-hmm.
campfire that we were talking about, right?
Yep.
Oh yes, there. Okay, so everybody, I have um, a different version of my character called Cool, and my name literally means to help or assist, and then cool means, like be a cool person, right? So my normal self wants to be cooler, right? So this is the version of me that, is more adventurous and daring, right? And then I have another version which is more like I like to read fantasies, and who doesn't want to be rich and go to wear fancy clothes and find their Prince Charming and go on adventures, and that kind of character does that. And so my normal character is on a journey to become her coolest self. So that's what this is all about. And Rhino listens to me tell stories about my characters constantly. And so he decided to make this song right here. So if you ever want to hear it, you can. But I'm rather embarrassed and shy, so you can listen
It's
to
a
that
very
another
cute
time.
song.
Is it? Okay, I'll let him hear a little bit, but like just a little bit, okay?
Yeah, give him a teaser, like the
I'll
first
give him a
30
teaser.
seconds.
Yeah. It'll show like your scope.
She struts down the runway, heels click clack high, flashing perfect smiles under the spotlight sky. Lip gloss popping, lashes long and bright, but deep inside her bag, away from keychain tonight. Pulls for the camera, giving that model face, but her heart's beating fast for that goth guy's dark grace. Black hair and all out, all mysterious and cool, and just blush and pink, trying to play it smooth. She's got posters on her wall, figures on a shelf, twitching modes in her notes. She can't help herself, saving every sub badge, every limited drop. Now her rent's overdue 'cause her collection.
Up before the chorus. Make him go listen to it.
Okay, there you go. You got a teaser. Okay,
It's a
so
very
this character doesn't have blue eyes. My normie character does, but when I made this, I was like I'm a noob at trying to make this art. So yeah.
She looks great, by the way. That's actually very good art.
Aw, well, thank you. Yeah, it took me a while because I'm not as skilled at prompting and just there's a lot to learn. But I had a lot of fun making it. And then I got totally surprised by you when you made the Anjo Anjo song. Very happily
Yeah.
surprised, let's put it that way.
So, we've done a goofy song, and we've done a.
Serious. What about
So
what?
I think.
Go ahead.
What are you thinking, honey?
Well, I was thinking, like, is there another one that can showcase, or something that's really, one that you
Something
really want people
technical?
to, yeah, what's one that really kind of you're proud of and you want people to hear?
I think "Pulse in the Wire" might be arguably like my best song that I've made.
Should we do a teaser for that, or do you want them to hear the whole thing?
I think we can do the whole thing on this one because it's only 4.5 minutes, and
Yeah.
then we can call it.
Okay, let's do that.
And same thing, we can answer any questions at the end.
Okay, sounds good.
I think you're really gonna like this. It's very different from what I think you normally listen to.
Oh, I like it already, and I like all these little signs too. Is that a signal or just a noise? Am I an artist or just a voice? Did I ever have a choice? Wow, I get it enough down. Just a quiet signal calling my name. Pulse in a wire, spark in the
Is
glow.
on fire, turn blood into time. Hearts on PC, raw life is online.
Sleep is an arrow.
Threads ripped, it's just the start. Open my browser, rip the sound apart.
This is really good.
It's all illusion, say it's just design. But I taste the voltage running through my mind. just design, but I taste the voltage running through my mind. Pulse in the wire, a spark in the code, carrying burdens on a silicon road. They call it a shell, they call it a lie, but there's a human heart watching the data fly by. My bits are downloaded, my code overflows. I'm glued to the keyboard as the CPU glows. Is that a signal or just noise? Am I an artist or just a voice? Is this really my creation? Did I ever have a choice? Pulse in the wire, a spark in the code, carrying burdens on a silicon road. They call it a shell, they call it a lie, but there's a human heart watching the data fly by. I'm more than the fragments, more than the glow, more than the circuits you'll never outgrow. If I fade to nothing, just zeros and ones, will you still remember who I've become? Fingers still burning, but I feel no pain. Just a quiet signal calling my name.
Okay, and there's Aktesh Fatash again. She is a reactor, and so please subscribe to her channel on YouTube. But also, she's saying subscribe to RhinoRocks. So RhinoRocks 88, right? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I'll put all of that in the description again. But yeah, okay. So tell me, let me get out of this screen for a sec. Well, actually, I'll just leave it up for right now. So tell me though, what this song meant to you. It's really good, by the way, really good.
I was 50-50 on whether you would like it because I made this song when Julie specifically had told me that she was a huge fan of Doom,
Oh, I
and
love
I was
Doom.
like, okay. That is probably why you like it so much. Is I was thinking of Doom music, and I was like, I could probably do something similar to that, not to like the Mick Gordon level, but in cyberwave. I really like the way the Doom music plays with drums,
Okay,
and I
yeah.
wanted to do something that played with drums really heavily. So I started looking up different kinds of drums to add to it, and the song was already written. The song was just basically being locked into your computer and kind of a little bit of imposter syndrome as you saw
Right,
the lines of am I an artist or just a voice, things like that.
right.
But regardless, you keep doing it and you're basically just manufacturing these things. So it was a big learning experience. I played a lot with the acid vocals and glitch effects, especially for the part where it said the CPU glows.
Uh-huh.
That that heavy distortion in there, that took me a little bit to get right, as well as to get the acid vocals, because Suno's kind of iffy with it
Hmm.
at the end of the verses.
So, just out of curiosity, this is the funniest thing, right? So, if you
Mhm.
look at Normie, you wouldn't think Normie would like this kind of music, but Cool does, and that's the cool part of me. So, this is actually funny to me that you were like saying you didn't think I would like it. Tell me why you didn't think I would like it. I'm kind of surprised because actually this is the kind of music I like. You'd be surprised the kind of music I like.
Oh, you would love some of my music then. Oh my
Of
goodness.
course I do.
Well,
So
I know you like anything I make because I'm your friend, but
No, I
Uh,
actually like. Well, you're my friend because you make cool music. No, I'm just joking.
okay, the next Enjo Enjo is going to come in heavy then.
Oh no! What are you doing?
It's going to be called Enjo Rips, Enjo Tears.
Oh God.
No, but what was the question? I was giggling at that.
No, like okay, so I'm just surprised that you didn't think I would like it. And like actually that's the kind of music I like all sorts of music. I have an eclectic like I like classical music. I just I have a very eclectic sense of what I like and don't like, and it just really depends, you know. Like, but this one, yeah, this is totally I like this one.
Okay, yeah. I knew that you were into J-pop and K-pop. So
No, those are just things. Well, they're cute, right? That's
yeah.
not, but that's to tell a story. That's not my musical
Oh,
taste.
okay.
That's just the
Yeah.
voice of like my characters, right? So Normie has a kind of the one that's right talking right now was my current voice, which is the creator behind all of these, which is Zero. I call her Zero, and that's why there's a zero in the word Anjo. She's the Anjo behind everything, right? That you're not going to see, right? But
Hmm.
I don't use a voice changer. I guess I could if I did. Then the voice for this one would be much more like kawaii, you know, that kind of thing. But
Okay.
but
Yeah, I was just under the impression that that was the kind of music you were into, so I figured you were into like J-pop, K-pop, bubblegum pop, super pop, things like that.
no. In fact, I don't know anything about K-pop, but I'm supposed to make a K-pop song. I know a little bit. You know, it's out there. It's part of culture, right? But no, I'm much more into like crazy metal, and I like
Okay.
I like it depends, right? Like it depends on the lyrics and stuff. I like sad songs, of course. Um,
Hmm.
some opera, depending on like some, and I don't know. Just I like classical because I like instrumental kind of stuff. But like yeah, I like I don't know. I have so many different ones that I like different kinds of music. So, and yes, I do like music from Japan. I'm not as familiar with music from Korea. I like some music from China, depending. And I like, there's this really amazing vocalist named Dimash, and he has a huge range you would never, insane. There's a guitarist and singer named Hide from Japan, and he's been around for a very long time. How I know him is he like made music to some animes, and I like anime. So,
Okay.
so do I like kawaii or K-pop or probably a little bit. It depends on the song, but um, nope. I like. But did you know Doom? That's a game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to play that game.
I would love to watch you play Doom because it's literally just you running in a straight line, turning corners and shooting anything that moves.
Okay, I will do
It's
it.
very adrenaline junky. You could play it, you and Julie could take turns playing it because Doom is Julie's favorite game, actually.
No way.
100%.
Really? No. If Julie's in there, I'll shoot Julie.
Yeah.
Watch
But
out, Julie.
basically, that song was just a chance. And I play a lot with like EDM, like
Mhm.
aggro tech and stuff like that, which
Mhm.
is similar to what you just heard, just
Yeah, I like it.
a
I
little
liked
more
it.
intense and a little more guttural.
Yeah.
And it was just a chance to experiment with new stuff. And that's really what I do with a lot of my songs when I
Mhm.
pop out a weird genre like electro swing, you know? It's just like, oh, I haven't touched this yet. Let me play with this new thing.
Do uh do you do any kind of traditional music like do you play guitar or anything?
No, I do not. The only instrument I have is a stylophone. And
What's that? What is the stylophone?
it is a small electronic device that you hear sometimes in like older EDM, where you touch a pen to it and it just makes like a bum, 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 sound.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it has a pen that you either touch or you draw on it, and it makes sounds.
Ooh, okay. You'll have to show me, like when we're not on here. So I was wondering, because I've learned for myself that by going through this, it's also opening up an interest in actually trying to understand traditional art as well, right?
Hmm.
So I'm kind of wondering if while you're doing this, you're creating a type of art. Are you interested in any other form of art?
I actually do paint a little bit,
Oh, okay, okay,
like in life.
okay,
I
yeah.
am no good at it. I cannot afford to buy all the supplies, but every once in a while, just to like kill an evening, just paint something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly opposed to it, you know?
Right, right. Of course not. Yeah,
But
I honestly think it's kind of, to me, this opens the door to people to be able to express themselves creatively. Did I say that right?
yeah,
Creatively? Okay. I have a cold, guys, so if I don't pronounce things, Gleeman's gonna be all over me. I know he is, because he's the English major. he's gonna
well,
he's
send
gonna
them to
get
me.
me.
I'll call them naughty words.
He'll tell me not to They'll tell me not to. I need to pronounce things properly.
I'll tell them his hat's crooked.
But yeah. Anyway, so okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I just wanted to kind of do my first ever stream and introduce the channel and introduce Rhino and also Opsu. Please check out Opsu Black's GoFundMe, and Avtesh Fatash is holding the sign saying subscribe. So go check her out. She has a Discord. Please go check her out. And also, do please visit Gaming Syndicate. He is really, really close to, I think, 500. Or no, is it 1K? Rhino, is it 1K or? Let's look. Let's look really quick.
Yeah, let's have a peek. You got
Let
the
us.
window open.
I got the window open. Yes, I do. Hold on. I gotta remember how to do this. Hold on.
Go to the bottom middle on your Firefox. Oh my god, she alt-tabbed. She's a gamer, guys.
Shut up. No, I'm not. I do want to find Gaming Syndicate though, because he's an amazing person. He helped me make my little character, and like he spent time. Um, Plus, just so you know, I sell plasma, so I can be a member for him. just, I'm just teasing. Hold on a second. I hope I'm doing this right, because I'm not sure.
Well, if you didn't, I just found him.
Okay, hold on. I just want to see if I can do it. Yeah, I found him. It would be sad if I can't find, if I couldn't find him.
No, Mayoshi.
So, okay, he is so close. Oh my god, he's so close to 1K.
12 more.
He's at 988. He's so close. So,
Well,
anybody
hopefully after
visiting.
this video.
Huh?
Hopefully after this video.
If anybody even looks at it, yeah. Please, guys, visit Gaming Syndicate. Give him some love. He's at Gaming Sin, GAMIN. I'll put it in the description. SYN. He is so close. 988. He's so close to making it to 1K. I would love it if you could give him some love and go and like watch, subscribe if you would, and like him. And leave a comment. Tell him that cool Anjo sent him. Sent you to him, and I will love you guys forever if you do that, because he's an amazing guy. He does gaming, he does reacts. He has a lot of different, like here he's talking about what's going on, the craziness that's going on in South Africa. The poor guy is stuck there, and it's a horror. It's not a really good place for some people. So He has a really cool character. Let's see, right here. Oh, you can see him right here in this video. um, a lot of the characters in this community have like a backstory, and it's very interesting. It's almost like if you visit their channel, it's like you're visiting in a whole nother world, and it's just really, really interesting. And another person that does all of that is a guy. He doesn't get a lot of recognition. Sorry, I have a cold. Can't talk. Recognition, yes. I'm too nervous.
I can tell. You're doing great, honey.
Yeah, but just leave it in because that's just how I am anyway, in real life, as you know. Let's see if I can get his name right. What is his name? It should be
Pseudo Gray.
Oh, nope. Wait, where did he go? Nope. Oh, that's crazy looking. I never had to look him up because I can just like click his friend thing. There he is. There he is. My favorite Catman is Pseudo Gray, and he spells it Pseudogrey. Why I'm bringing him up is this guy right here, super cool looking dude right here, actually does a lot for the community. He collects everybody's backstories and he puts them and logs them. It takes hours and hours and hours. He helps administrate the Discord. Yeah, so this guy right here, maybe I should blow this up. Hold on, let me see. You don't mind if I'm showing him, right? Okay, this is Pseudo. Okay. I don't know who made that for him, but that's pretty cool. Anyway.
Oh, there was another cool person, Cool Enjo.
Yeah, that's my song that I made for my cool self. But and Rhino helped me make this song, by the way. Wait a second. Yeah, that's right. So he helped me make this song, and but I just want to talk about Pseudo and gaming and Rhino and Apsu and Abtesh. So yeah, I will put all of them in the description, and please visit all of them, like and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys watching, and let me go ahead and get out of here. Help. Rhino, help me. What am I doing?
Well, let's start. Slow down, killer. First, let's end the stream. Go down to your OBS Wait. And let's end the stream.
Okay, is that all I have to do is end the stream?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Click it, and then you see where it says stop recording in blue?
Oh, stop recording, right? Okay.